Good morning, friends, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Shar, and today we are doing our April monthly budget. I know it's a little late in March, but everyone has their own way of budgeting, so I figured this is a way to document my budget and how I budget to also give me a frame of reference to look back on. With that being said, let's waste no more time and let's get into it. This is something that I created myself on Canva. As an accountant, I do a lot of writing already. So the less writing I can do, the better. So I went on Canva, I put all my categories. I created this little chart. I put all the little categories in there that I need for my budget. If for some reason I'm not paying that bill that month, then I just don't fill it out. I did the same with my paycheck budget breakdown. And so all I need to do is plug the numbers, add, and we're good to go. Okay, so this is for April. Okay, so for my full-time job, zoom you in a little bit more. So for my full-time job, I'm going to estimate $2,900. And this check is going to be short because, like I said, I work in education, so there's 1 week for spring break that I'm not paid for, and so that will reflect in this month's budget. My part-time, I always estimate $1,600. And then other is kids. My kids pay me for their cell phone. And that's it for our income. So $2,900. It gives us a total of $4,560. Okay, so for my mortgage, every month I pay $1,400. I'm going to guess because it's not as cold. This is what Ameren is for my heat. I'm going to budget $80. And then for my city utilities, which is for my water and for my electric, I'm going to budget $150. My car insurance is $147 a month. And my internet, which is with Spectrum, is $90. Cell phone is $92. And then I do owe some back taxes, so I pay $120 a month for that. And then pest control, with Steve's Pest Control, is $55. And then this is a credit report app, so I can monitor my credit, make sure nothing fishy is going on, get my credit scores, all of that good jazz. So that's $40 a month. Apple storage, I just had to increase, so it's now $3. And then Apple Cares, $14 a month. And then Roku and Peacock is $8. And then the WW app that I'm subscribed to is $12. Okay. Okay, so total for my fixed bills, which is $2,219. And fixed bills means this is the same amount that I budget every month. It may go up a cent or two, or like my internet may change next year. Who knows? I'll readjust, but this is fixed, so it's pretty much going to be the same every month. So if I take my income minus $2,219, It's going to give me a remainder of $2,341. Okay, so for my variable bills, so I bring my remaining down here. This is what I have left to work with. I always budget $130 a month for therapy. I do 1 to 2 therapy sessions a month, and then I do $100 for medication. I do not owe on these 2 credit cards, but I do owe on this credit card. And so I'm just going to budget $100 this month. So if I add those up, this is $330. And then I'm going to subtract that from our remaining of $2,341. So now that gives me $2,011. So now I'm going to take that $2,011, and this is for my cash envelopes. Every month, I budget $400 for groceries. And it's just me. My kids are grown. I'm an empty nester. So $400 is plenty just for me to eat. Home, which is most people consider household. I just named it home. $60 a month. And then fuel is going to be, I budget $320 a month. I do commute back and forth to work. So $320 has been working. So we're going to leave it at that. For my spending, I'm only going to give myself $100. And then for eating out, I budget $60 because I found if I don't budget, then I overspend. If I do budget and give myself something, I'm less likely to overspend. And then for miscellaneous, $20. So if I add all this up, that is $960 for the month. And if I take 2011 minus the $960, that gives me $1,051 to work with. Okay, so $1,051 to work with. This is my savings. So each month, $150 is automatically transferred. I don't even see the money. It transfers automatically into a high yield savings account. And this is for any maintenance that I might need to do on my home. This is also automatic, $20 a month. And then I always budget $50 a month for a buffer. And then this buffer stays in my bank account. And I have 2 checking accounts. So between the 2, I split the $50. So that way if a bill or something comes in a little high, I have a little cushion. Now for sinking funds, this is going to seem a little high, but $720 every month. But within the sinking funds, I have my 6-month car emergency or car insurance that I'm saving up for that will be due in September. This also includes a hefty amount for my annuals, which is like my security cameras, my AAA, Amazon. I have a Sam's membership. I also pay Netflix and Hulu on a biannual basis. So all of that is included within my sinking fund. So it's like some bills and other savings that I'm saving for. So if we add this up, I have 150, 720, 20, and 50. So that gives me $940. I'm going to take that $1,051 minus the $940, and that gives me $111 to roll down here for extra debt. And so all of this is going to go to this credit card, which is with Capital One. I had to do some car repairs a few months ago. And so I put that on my credit card. I paid half, I had half in cash, and so I'm paying the rest back. So there's that. So there's my zero-based budget right there for April. Now, at the end of the month of April, we'll come back and reflect on what my income actually was, what I actually spent, what were the actuals, and what my ending balance was. What my calendar looks like. I've already set this up ahead of time. And this is like, I think I Googled a printable calendar and printed it out. But so all I do is I go in and I write where my bills are for the month. Where do they fall versus where my paycheck is. I also write down any monthly tasks that I might need to do. I have extra savings. And then I check off my bills as they come through. Right. I also document like my no spend days. So like when I come in and do my weekly check-in, if there are days that I didn't spend anything, then I will put a no spend sticker, and that visually helps me to see, and it keeps me motivated. It keeps me on track to not want to spend money. But then I can also see my habits, like what was going on that month, what was going on that day. Why was it a heavy spend week or a heavy spend month? It's just a reflection because I take all of these calendars views throughout the year. And so come this December, I will look at all that I've spent, and then I do an annual budget. So come December, I will do an annual budget for 2026 to see, okay, what's this going to look like? How much money do I need for the year to cover my expenses? Is there something that I can cut? Is there something that I need to add? All of that good jazz. So because I've already set this up before I even started this channel, we won't set up one until May together. And then you can see how that works. But I am also very much a planner and a sticker person. So I have lots of stickers. It keeps it pretty. It keeps it interesting. And I like it. And then I also use this when I do my paycheck breakdown, because then I will look and say, oh, okay, I get paid here on the 9th. So anything from here to here, that check needs to cover. And then the same goes right here. So you will see that in my paycheck breakdown. If you found this interesting and you found this helpful, I'm glad you stayed to the end. I'm glad you came back and watched the second video on my channel. Please hit the like and subscribe button, and I will see you guys back for another video.